Hi everyone, it's Taff. Welcome back to Plow Science Part 2. Part 2. In Part 2 I thought I'd address a number of points and comments that have been raised numerous times and sort of said, well, the plough can still be used productively, not only for just creating fields but also for a number of issues. So, the first point we're going to test is on the hardest difficulty. People are saying that ploughing does give a yield bonus. So I've started a new test map on Bjornholm, as you can see, and I've just harvested this field. As you can see, it's still a stubble field from the original stuff. So I've ploughed this section, cultivated, seeded with wheat, which is our test subject group, and then I have fertilized it as I usually do. Now, that's fine. This one, we've just done the cultivation, seeding and fertilization. So this will be our test strip, so we'll know exactly what the yield will be for cultivating, and we'll see on hard level if indeed ploughing will increase this strip's yield compared to this one. The second point we're going to prove, and it's not quite ready yet because I was working on this while that one was growing, is that ploughing will give you a better yield if you change the crop type. So, that in mind, same field, we've cultivated seeded canola and fertilized, and over here we've ploughed, cultivated and seeded canola. So we're going to test, this is going to be our test bed for the canola yield, and then we'll see if ploughing does in fact increase the yield when you're switching crops. I hope that makes sense. It's early morning when I'm recording this, so I'm a little bit tired. So let's not do that one. Let's do set our control base, which will be our cultivated, seeded and fertilized. Nice thing is that the fields are a little bit thinner at Bjornholm, so it won't be as excruciatingly painful to watch me do all the strips, which is the general idea. Right, so let's make a note of the yield we'll get off this strip. Boom, so that's 687. Of course, you know, field size is different, so don't expect the same kind of results we got for the Westbridge Hills map, but that's fine. And this is on hard difficulty level. The previous one was on normal, so we're going to see if hard makes a difference as well, and that is effectively the point of this first test. Right, let's try and line this up. Badly. So it's 687 to beat. And again, there's going to be a margin of error which we'll allow for. So if it's anywhere around the 680 to 695, maybe up to 700. You know, if it's getting up to 700, then we think, maybe, but no, that's only 13 meters, isn't it? So no, probably over 700 we'd probably be impressed with. So that's 673. So that's in fact 14 litres less. So, oh, hang on, I just accidentally clicked away from the combine, that's why I couldn't switch it off. So, in that test, even on hard difficulty, there is no difference between ploughing, cultivating, or just cultivating. So, let's put that one to bed now. Ploughing with cultivating on hard difficulty level makes no difference whatsoever. Okay, I'm just going to wait for the canola to ripen. I'll have to speed up time a little bit, and then we can test that theory out, that switching crops will have a better yield after ploughing. So yes, join me back in part 2 for the canola test. So I'll see you in a few. Hi guys, welcome back. Finally, we are ready to go. Right, let's get this one tested. So first up we have the canola, which has been cultivated, seeded and fertilized on what was a wheat stubble field. So we'll be using this one as our test bed to get our base level, as always. There we go, 340. Right. Ah, this is where you all scream at me because I haven't unloaded that truck. Okay, I'll be back in a jiffy when I've unloaded this. Okay, here we go, guys. Sorry about that. That was a bit of a... All that time I had on my hands and I didn't use it to go and get a trailer. Honestly, what am I like? Anyway, so 340 for that first strip, our control strip with cultivating, seeding and fertilizing. Now, this is the true test. Does ploughing increase yield when moving to a different crop type? From the outset, graphically, it looks a little bit fuller. But of course, we will have that margin of error. As always, you know, nothing is perfect in life. Coming up to the 300 now. So it's 340 to beat. 335. 335. So actually, even though graphically it looked more impressive, there was actually less yield, but not so much to make any significant difference at all. So I'm happy with what I've tested to say ploughing does not make a difference, does not increase yield, no matter, you know, if it's just doing basic field maintenance or you're switching crop, etc. The plough purely seems, from the tests I've done. Be free to disagree and do your own tests, and I'll be interested to see if anyone gets any different results, but from what I can see, the plough is purely in there to link fields up and create new fields. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's been use, and I hope it has, but you know, some of those questions raised has given you an answer for them. I hope that's the answer. It may not necessarily be the answer you want, but that's the answer the evidence I have just done in these tests has suggested. Now, obviously, these aren't the most foolproof tests. As I said, there's always a margin of error, but I would expect to see a significant boost if ploughing did add a bonus to the yield. It clearly hasn't in my tests, so that's the conclusion I'm going to come to. Ploughing makes no difference whatsoever. Anyway, I hope that's been useful. I'm sure many of the experienced players already knew this, but you know, it's always nice to address the questions and concerns being raised on the original video, so I hope I've done that in this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.